Hello. So what I thought I'd just show you here is this was my very first attempt at a graphite casting, a graphite mould. So you will have seen, I'm sure, because it's all over my social media, you will have seen my brass moulds for lead casting. So I've been doing quite a few of these. It's a little Tudor rose. So these are the brass ones, and I thought I would give a graphite one a try because I've been wanting to get into sort of more metal casting. I want to start doing some brass casting and some aluminium casting myself. You obviously can't do that in a you can't melt brass into brass. You need something that can withstand a much higher temperature, so that's where graphite comes into the equation. And this was my first attempt, so I knocked up this little design in Vectric, and it's got a skull and crossbones and some barbed wire. I haven't been able to set the budget aside yet to buy a forge, so I need a casting forge, and I haven't been able to get one yet. So what I thought we'd do just to test this one out is we're going to try it with some melt down some lead. And see what these little coins come out like with some lead. As for machining graphite, wasn't too bad. I machined it just with carbide end mills. Now it's recommended generally with graphite that you machine it with diamond coated cutters, because it will dull out the cutters really fast. I don't have any diamond tipped cutters, so I've just done it with carbide end mills, and they've done a nice job. I mean, as you can see, it's come out nice and clean. I'm really happy with that. But what I will say is that machining this, I wouldn't want to do this on a really decent machine. I didn't even like it on my machine, and without really good extraction, it just graphite gets everywhere. The dust literally just clings to everything. So all over the machine, it goes everywhere. So you need some really good extraction, and you just need to be really careful with graphite dust because it is conductive and it will get into the electronics and ruin the machine if you're not careful. And it can even be classed as explosive as well, so you have to be careful of that. So what we're going to do is test this, and we'll melt down a little bit of lead, see what this comes out like, and yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So when doing this sort of thing, make sure you've got all your protective equipment on. You need to be having a respirator on, and ideally, to be honest with you, anything sort of metal casting related you want to be doing outside. This is just a tiny little coin, but I'm going to just have a respirator on, and yeah, make sure you wear all your PPE, make sure you got protection. These, you know, it can explode if you're not careful. If there's moisture in the mold, it can explode, so you need to make sure you're fully covered, got your eyes protected. So let's pour some coins and see what they come out like. So I'm just preheating the mold. There was some moisture in there. If there's moisture in the mold, it will, when the metal touches it, it does generally want to explode. Now obviously with the brass, they're called chill molds because the brass cools down the lead. I haven't worked with graphite before, but that looks pretty chill, cooled. Also graphite, got to be careful getting this out of here. There we go. There's what. So I don't know if it works like brass, which is brass. Generally, they come out better once you get to once you get the mold up to temperature. Let's pour another one. Get the molds out. Oh, that's it. See, they're starting to pop out easier now. And because I don't need a lot, I'm just pouring it with a little spatula, straight from my kitchen, in fact. Can honestly say I won't be using that for spaghetti bolognese again. So these were the last two that come off the casting, come out the cast. As you can see there, get that in focus. So I made them quite thick. You've got your skull and crossbones and your barbed wire. So these are the last two that came out. Generally, like I say, about after a couple they get there, they're better. So what I'm going to do with these two here is any lead, generally I use this Bondit patination oil on. So we shall get some of that. My favourite toothbrush, used that this morning to keep the old gnashers clean. Just give that a little dip dab. We'll get a bit of that on there, rub it around the sides. This will just it'll take the shine out of it. That protects it, stops it oxidizing. So just get some of that on there. Just give that a little clean off. So you'll see these are the first two. Once you put the patina oil on them, they start to over a couple of days they'll go a bit darker as well. When they haven't got it on there, they stay that sort of shiny. So that's come out nice. Let's have a look. So it will, like I say, it will dull down a bit more as time passes. It will get a bit duller, but I'm really pleased with that. I don't know if you can quite see, but the barbed wire details come out really nice. I'll give you an example of you can see how much duller it goes with a bit of time and it will dull out to that sort of colour. But yeah, there it is. There's the first graphite mould tested, and I just need to be able to get myself a forge now so I can try this out with some brass, make some nice brass coins, and it'd be nice to make a two-part one so I can make some double-sided, maybe kitty coins. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let's see how hot this graphite. Shouldn't be hot. Oh no, still pretty hot. Still quite a bit of warmth in there. And there it is. So thanks for watching. Catch you all again soon.